Hey, Friendly Hollow. It's new. I'm here by myself right now, but later you're going to see where myself, Chloe, Kitty, and Belle put together some silver turtles. Now, this video you're about to watch, the rest of the video, it was actually filmed during camp week, and then we didn't include it with camp just because. We just went with the recipe. And now we're actually going to show you where we did actually make them. So you'll notice that my hand will still be wrapped up from where I had hurt it. And it's fine now, so I don't have the brace. So don't worry if you all of a sudden see the brace again. We talk about knife safety video done by Trailblazer. And we'll have a link in the description to that video. And please, she does such a good job of knife safety that I really can't do a better job, so oh my gosh, let's let her tell you. And then also we will include the recipe. We'll say it's in the Google Drive, but the recipe will actually be in the description as well. Now, a warning, caution, this involves knives. Now, if your parents or grandparents, guardian, aunt, uncle, whoever is going to help you with this, because this does involve knives and it involves the oven. So we're going to need an adult helping us with this. If they don't feel that you're ready to use a knife, then please don't. They know what's best. Really, they do. So you can watch us. As I say, Kitty, Belle, and Chloe all look a little older, and I'm right there to help them. Or they are older than they look, I should say. And I'm right there to help them. And I'm their mom, so, you know. But if you just want to use already cut items, that's fine too, whichever you want. And as I said, you don't have to use our recipe. I'm just giving you the one that we did use. You can have your ingredients of your silver turtles however you want. So please enjoy this video from back from camp week. Bye. Hey, Friendly Holiday Camp. We are about to start with some cooking, which of course starts with food prep. Now, before you start food prep, you want to make sure that you watch Trailblazer's video from yesterday. She talks about the basics of knife safety, and we are planning to use a knife. Now, you'll also see Chloe using a knife, and she's a junior, so she's old enough. And then you'll see Belle and Kitty, and believe it or not, Belle will be a junior here in about a month. And Kitty here is actually a brownie. So they're older than they may look. So they're old enough to use a knife, especially with supervision. So I'm going to show you how we're going to cut some potatoes because we're about to make a silver turtle, which is the ones we're doing is ground beef, potatoes, and carrots. And for the recipe, you'll need to look in the Google Docs on the drive, and this recipe is courtesy of Honey. So, thank you, Honey. I will go ahead and show you how to cut now. One more safety tip before we move on, because I have the knives here on my cutting board, and I'm just about to hand them off. So I have Belle here while Kitty washes her hands, and I'm going to work with Belle on how to pass a knife, okay? Now, when you're going to pass a knife, we'll use this little one, this paring knife. You're supposed to hold the knife by the tip of the blade here. You know what? I'm not very comfortable with this because I feel like I can't get a good grip. So I actually hold it right at the very top of the handle, almost near the blade. Remember, blade down. And I hand it carefully. Remember, the blade's facing this way. I hand it to my friend.
Thank you for the knife.
That's right. You don't let go until she says, thank you for the knife. And then that way you know that she's got a firm grip on it. So I will let go. Now, Belle can go ahead and cut. Now, Belle's going to hand me back the knife to show you. Okay, make sure not to poke yourself with it. Thank you for the knife. And she lets go. One last safety tip that we're going to talk about is that while we are not using our knife belongs on the board and not being twirled around like you see Belle doing right now. It needs to be on the board. We should probably have the tip facing away from us or over here where it's not going to slide. We do not want to play with the knife when we're not using it. And as I said, if you're not using it, flat on the board. We start with our potato on our cutting board. Now, as you know, this cutting board on this tablecloth it's sturdy. It's not going anywhere. We're going to take our knife. Remember our sharpened knife and the event staff, which we'll see later in the hiking video. He already sharpened the knife, and we shouldn't wave it around like that for the record. Now we want to make sure that the knife tip stays on the board. And we are going to hold the potato firmly and slice downward. And yes, our hands are washed, and Kitty just sneezed, so we're going to have her wash her hands again. Don't worry. Again, we take our potato. We slice very carefully down. Now, if you can't safely get the knife in between your fingers in here, then your hand's probably not big enough to cut potatoes this way. Chloe now is going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Very good, Chloe. Thank you. We have now laid out sheets of foil that are slightly bigger than what we think heavy-duty aluminum foil works best. Now for our recipe, we have hamburger, we have potatoes, and we have carrots. Now your recipe, if you don't like those things, can be changed with anything you want. If you want a different meat, you could possibly do chicken. Or if you don't eat meat at all, then you can do this with all vegetables. And we have done that before, and it is really yummy. So go ahead. I will have Chloe with her clean hands. Go ahead and grab, I will hold that for you. Yeah, about that much. Go ahead. Okay, and form that into a patty. Same thing for Kitty. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's so gooey.
It's gooey. You need more than that, Kitty. Don't push it on the foil though. Like, just lift it kind of up. Yep. And go ahead, Miss Belle. Now, right now, I am not doing this because of my hands, so we're going to have them fix all of them. So we don't play with it quite so much, Chloe. Now, we're going to have them go run and wash their hands, so there they go. And they're back with clean hands. So go ahead, Chloe, and take a scoop of potatoes. You'll probably need 2. Put them beside or around your meat. Okay, that's good. Make sure you don't touch that raw meat because we got to rewash hands if we do. You can see that. Can you see that? Can you see my hand? Okay, good. Okay. Quit fooling with them, Kitty. Okay. Now, we're going to take each of about 5 carrots. Go ahead. There you go, Kitty. Not with your hands, Kitty. With the spoon, please, Kitty. Okay. There you go. Now these carrots are the kind that you buy pre-washed and pre-cut, although it's good to rinse them off again. I can show you with Kitty. I'll help Kitty, okay? We'll knead our foil ends together. Go ahead, Chloe. And then you fold, fold, fold. Good job. Okay. Okay, then we turn it. Don't do a good job. And we fold this way. So we make sure and seal everything in good. Go ahead. Okay. And then, oops, they're coming apart. And now fold this in. Awesome. There we go. Good job, okay? Ta-da! Now we have 3 folded dinners right there on our tray. And we are going to carry those to the oven. We have Chloe. Yeah, there's one we hadn't finished with. That's the event staff. Besides, you'll have to wait to see when we're hiking who the event staff is. There you go. Come on. Go ahead. Careful, careful, careful. We don't want to burn ourselves. Careful, careful, careful. Slide it in. Push, push, push on the top. Push, push, push. Good job. Chloe, will you please set our timer for 30? Hold on. Oh gosh. It works well when somebody checks the recipe, huh? There it is. 30 minutes. And we'll wait. Oh, the timer's going off. Let's go ahead and check on our dinner. Go ahead and turn the timer off, Chloe. There we go. And then Chloe will watch me take these out of the oven. These are very, very hot. And we'll make sure that have an adult check them. Okay. Over here. We are going to leave our gloves on to check these. And make sure not to rip our foil. Now, we were actually talking that we learned a trick at camp one time that if you don't know whose is whose, you can mark them with old mustard on the top and it will burn your letter right into it. You can mark it with your first initial or your last initial. I know we use that way to use up old mustard. Now, you'll see the steam. And that's why an adult needs to check that because of the steam coming up. Very good. We take our fork, and if it enters our potatoes easily, like it is, and your meat is cooked through, then you are ready to enjoy. And there is our dinner. Yum. Now, if you'd like, you can add some ketchup or mustard or any other sauces that you like. Now, you could also cook the sauces right in And something that we actually forgot to mention is that we did put a little bit of seasoning on, and we forgot to show you that part. So enjoy your dinner. Bye.